guys, it's been a while. So since being home, I've been working at Lemuria Books, which is my local independent bookstore, and I get a 40% discount. So I've bought a lot of books, and I've also been interacting with a lot of bookish people, so I've borrowed a lot of books. And I do mean a lot, so I'm here to show them to you today. First up, we have all the books that I have borrowed or books that have been loaned to me in the past month or so. First up, we have Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. This is a book written as a letter to Coates' son and details the horrors of racism in America, the construct of race, and how, and I quote, to live within a black body in a world that has such a disdain for black bodies. A lot of my coworkers have read this, and like Toni Morrison says on the front, this is required reading, but it is a very difficult read. I understand that. I am very much looking forward to reading it, and I know this is something that I will probably be thinking about for a long time to come. We have a lot of ARCs for this book at Lemuria, but all of them are being read at the moment, so my coworker Salvo loaned this one to me. Next up, we have 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I think I've already shown this in a video, but I'm going to show this again here. I got this at the end of second semester from my good friend Thomas because I've never read any Marquez, and I've been dying to read 100 Years of Solitude, so he loaned this to me to read over the summer. And I haven't read it yet. So I'm going to do that. Next, we have A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. My coworker Matt loaned this to me a couple days ago, and I'm literally so excited. I cannot wait to read this one. Next, we have The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. My good friend Nick loaned this to me the other day, and I've been dying to read what is it called? The Kingkiller Chronicles? For ages now, and I finally have the first one. Next up is All the Pretty Horses by Cormac McCarthy. This was loaned to me by my friend Beau. I loaned him In the Lake of the Woods by Tim O'Brien, and he, in return, loaned me this. I've only read one Cormac McCarthy, so I'm really excited to dive into some of his other works, because I absolutely loved The Road. Next we have The Girl on the Train, Naked, without its dust jacket. Ramsey loaned this to me because she really enjoyed reading it, and it's something I've been kind of interested in picking up, because I really want to know what my opinion on it is, so I'm pumped about this one. Next is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Najor loaned this to me. I know nothing about it except that it's YA fantasy and it's supposed to be really, really good, so I'm pumped about this one. Next, I have two books that I received for my birthday. First up is The Spectacular Now, which I have already read but do not own, and I actually really, really like this movie cover. The regular cover, I'm not really a fan of. Next we have the Fangirl Special Edition, which was given to me by Sarah, and it's just so beautiful. If you haven't seen the end papers in here, holy moly. And then on the other side, oh my god, they're so pretty. Next up we have all the books I've bought since I've been home and working at Lemuria, and it's an embarrassing amount of books. First up we have Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. That's what her name is. I was about to say Ginger Hayes. That's her internet name. This is Noelle Stevenson's webcomic, and it's only recently been released in a trade paperback, and I bought it as soon as I saw it in stores. I haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited too. Next we have The Thickety, A Path Begins. This is the first in a middle grade series, and it's kind of eerie, spooky, creepy, and this is also a signed first edition, if I can find the page, which is like half of the reason I bought it. Like, I really want to read The Thickety, but the fact that we have the first and the second one signed at Lemuria just cemented me buying them. Next up we have The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. I have the archived and haven't read it for some reason. I just haven't picked it up yet. But I have the archived in hardcover because I like the hardcovers a lot better. And so one day I was like, you know, maybe I'll read the archived if I already have the second one. So I special ordered it in the beautiful, beautiful hardcover edition. And I'm so glad I did. Next up, we have The Expeditioners and The Secret of King Triton's Lair, which is the second in the Expeditioner series. I don't actually own the first one. I haven't ordered the first one. But this is also a middle grade series about just a group of explorers, and there's lots of maps and adventure, and it's so pretty. Like, those are the end papers, and let me just show you the book. So this is the book. Oh my god, and it has lots of really nice illustrations as well. It's just a gem. This is published by McSweeney's, and literally anything published by McSweeney's is a work of art. So I had to buy it. Like, besides the fact that it's middle grade adventure about exploration and maps, like the fact that it's so gorgeous means I had to buy it. Next we have A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I've been dying to read this for I don't know how long, and so finally I was like, I'm gonna order it. I'm just gonna order it so I can finally read it when I get the chance, and so now I have A Monster Calls in my possession and it's beautiful and I'm so excited about it. Next we have To All the Boys I've Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. As soon as P.S. I Still Love You came out and I saw how absolutely beautiful it was, I was like, that's it. That's it. I know I'm gonna love it. I know I love the first one. I'm gonna buy both of them in hardcover because they're just so gorgeous, and I got them Mylard because I want to keep them nice, and they look so nice and shiny, and just, I really like these books a lot, and they look so good on my shelf. Next we have Ghost at a Watchman by Harper Lee, which I literally had to buy. It's Mylard, it's a first edition, I haven't read it yet, because I'm bad. I'm a bad bookseller, but I had to buy it because I absolutely have to read it just because of the fact not only that it's Harper Lee, but because I work at Lemuria Books, which is a really like famous and important Southern bookstore, and we specialize in Southern literature. I kind of have to read this. I'm excited about reading it, but I'm pretty much required to read this. So I know what I'm talking about when people ask me about it. Also, just because of all the controversy that's been happening, once I read this book, and I'm at film review, I'll let you know what I think about all that. But I have some thoughts that I would like to share with you. Next we have Saga, the 4th volume. I've read the first 3. I own the first volume, and the 4th volume isn't at the library, so I just bought it so I could read it. I just went ahead and bought it. I still have to buy the 2nd and 3rd, but now I have the 4th. And now I can read the 4th one. Next up we have another graphic novel. It is the 2nd volume of The Wicked and the Divine, which came out a week or so ago, actually. I read the first one. I don't own it. I need to buy that as well. And I really enjoyed it. The artwork was really good. I know some people were a little disappointed with the story, but I had a fun time reading it. Wasn't the absolute best thing I've ever read, but I really, really enjoyed the story. So I'm really excited to see what the second one's about. And also, it's way thicker than the first volume of Wicked and the Divine, so I'm excited to see what happens. Next we have A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Hanya Yanagihara, yeah, that's it. As you can see, this is Mylard, and that is because it is also a signed first edition. I assumed it was tipped in, like Hanya Yanagihara did not come to Lemuria, unfortunately, but it's still signed first. So, I have actually already read this, and there will be a review up soon. I have a lot of thoughts about this book. It was beautiful. I gave it 5 stars, and I just really need someone else to read it so I can talk to them about it. Look for a review of this soon. And finally, we have Ernest Cline's novels, Ready Player One and Armada. For those of you who don't know, Ernest Cline is coming to Lemuria on July 30th. Which is a super big deal. He's gonna like be in the store and sign books and read from his books, and like it's just gonna be a big deal, and I'm gonna have a signed first edition of Armada, which is why it's Mylard. And I don't know if this is a first edition, I haven't checked, but I'm gonna have a signed copy of Ready Player One, and I'm just so excited. I've read Armada, there will be a review soon. I have not read Ready Player One yet. I know, I need to. But it's so exciting. It's just a real exciting thing. Also, just so you know, I'm going to put Lemuria's website in the description box below, and if you call Lemuria's phone number, you can request to get put on a reserve list to have a signed copy of Armada sent to you, and you can also ask to have a signed copy of Ready Player One sent to you, and after Ernest Cline comes to the store and signs all of our stock, we will ship you some signed copies if you would like. I just feel like everybody would really, really like signed copies of Ready Player One and Armada, since Ready Player One was such a big booktube book. And if you guys would like to support the local independent bookstore in my area that I happen to work at, I just think it'd be really great. And I really like you guys a lot, and I feel like if you want a signed copy of Ernest Cline's books, you should know about chances to get some. So support Lemuria, get on the list, it would be super great. So that is my Booksellers book haul. It's actually insane. It is actually literally insane how many books I have bought in the past couple months since I've been home. But it's fine, because they're all good books, and I'm excited about all of them, and it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry I've been away for so long. I will have more videos coming for you guys very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.